Antoninus was the Gilgal of Esau, and Rebbe was the Gilgal of Yaakov. The tremendous avodah of what I call the religious imagination.
It's arrived at their house. But that's clear, the Rosh Hashanah should be a appropriate way.
The understanding of Agra the Pirka starts with a basic premise, which is critical to all of Yiddishkeit. And that is that a person is obligated to learn Torah his entire life.
Agra the Pirka is a school, a yeshiva, for adults of any age and any stripe, from 40 to 80.
We have people here who have their own businesses, who may be working late at night. There are people who are retired, who may go to sleep early at night, won't go to shir at night, can come in the morning.
We try to say the shir in a way that the Olam is involved. The Olam has an opportunity to ask questions and to say their answers, sometimes to make their jokes.
I think it's very invigorating. I'm looking forward to every morning.
Gives people a seder to their day, a start to their day, to do it the right way, to do it in a Torah Dika ofen with classic quality Magidei Shir, all with chavrusas.
You all thrive on structure, and the fact that there is something and it's there no matter what, just shapes the day.
Anyone who has a desire to learn was a tremendous opportunity to be able to have ready shiurim on different topics and different levels.
People just come here and rely solely on these shiurim that are offered over here.
People who come are as eager as little children. You want to give them a candy, that's how they come to the shiurim. It's unbelievable.
Haven't seen such a brilliant group of people working, toiling in such a so diligently to understand the Shema, for the sake of understanding Torah, every word.
The here Kol Yankiv studying Torah, and what you can see is this is our weapon, this is the koyach that we have. B'ez Hashem, the more that we marbet the Torah, the more that we've dedicated to Torah. So Ein HaYadayim Yedei Yosef, that'll remove the Yadayim Yedei Yosef.
Agra the Pirka is a wonderful idea in theory and in practice. We have people now retiring, not working full-time, not working at all. And there's also many people even who go to work after the shir, but they start off their day with Torah, and it's varied. They have a shir Ian, they have a shir Halacha, they have a shir other Inurim.
Rabbi Greenstein is like a beautiful combination of a Chassidish Yid, a Talmud Chochem, that's also a Talmud of Hagun Reb Moshe Feinstein, Daichet Tzadik Levrucha. This brings together Sai Chassidus and Sai Geoines and Halacha L'Maaseh.
His shir is, to me, it makes it so geschmack and easy to listen to, and I have a lot of Noah, and that's why I come all the time.
The first thing, you have to start off your day with giving away for the Rebbeinu Shalom, and not only that you give away, but you have a geschmack in learning, because it's important. Torah is not just learning Torah, you have to have a geschmack.
He was sitting with his chavrise and was looking into a mashu to understand. He was like sitting like this with the head bent over. And it was taking a while, and his chavrise thought that he fell asleep. So So we ask him, you sleeping? What? Sleeping? In the middle of a mashur? How could you fall asleep?
The Avnei Nezer says in Akdom Tegla Tal, he says, don't think that if you learn Torah with a geschmack, I'm not really doing the mitzvah. That goof is the mitzvah. And so they have a geschmack shir and they have a chiyas in the Torah. That's a gewaldige thing. And that's a gewaldige thing that Agra the Parka has established both in Borough Park and in Flatbush and in Lakewood. And they're going to Bezos Hashem expand. It's a very wonderful thing. It's gewaldige chiyas.
I'd like to give over a bruch für Greenstein. Soll können weiter sitzen. Schafft die Beweis Hashem leure Chumim. Man kann mal bezteide sein von doch a Chubes Hadas. Larich Chumim Vishunim. Und Klal Yisrael soll eine Hände sein von ihm.
Virastech li be'emuno v'yodat es Hashem be'emuno v'yodat es Hashem.
Mentioning the success that Agra Pirka has, it's in no small measure to the fact is that one of the Megiddo Shir happens to be Rav Henich Savitsky, who happens to give a very choshev shir iyun.
The way he explains the Gemara, it's really he explains it from different aspects of people from different background. They really can understand it and they can enjoy the shir.
The people are starting off the day with the kviyas. They come, it's Monday through Thursday, the program, and it definitely changes their whole, it gives a framework to the day.
Rabbi Savitsky, Bemis, is a well-known Talmid Chacham. I think he stands out very highly as a very prominent and a way above average type of a Marbitz Torah, and a person who has a koyach to be able to find success in his limud HaTorah, and he's an attraction to many, many people to the shiurim that he gives.
Instead of just reading from the Rambam, from the Rif, etc., he goes to the effort of having it photocopied and have handouts for the Olam in the Agra de Pirka, because he feels that when you look at it inside, you have fun and your learning is much better, and he encourages people to take it home with them.
People feel tremendous sense of accomplishment because we spend a lot of time on the sugya, and Baruch Hashem, they walk away through the learning of the Rishonim and the Beis Yosef. We chazed the Gemara many times.
My brachos, Rabbi Savitsky, should be able to continue his avodas hakodesh for many, many years. Should be bezayich himself to bonim b'lei bonim moskim b'torah b'mitzvah v'simcha v'nachas. Shefa bracha v'atzlocha be his good tzedek v'mher v'vin. Amen.
Reb Shimon Nyberg is a phenomenon. He's a person, a very wonderful person, a grandfather, a father, a Zayda, an Alta Zayda, but he's a phenomenon.
Hashem put me in this particular that I can't walk too well, but I'm trying to. I try to come every day if I can, and I enjoy the entire time I'm here. Every moment is very important to me.
His simchas hachayim, his incredible courage in the face of various types of adversity, physical infirmity, is almost legendary.
It's a life which I never had before. And since I've been in the show here, since 17th Street, it's a new life.
Shimon Nyberg is a fixture. Shimon Nyberg is an icon and one for everybody to look at.
His presence as the senior statesman of our Agra de Pirka here in Flatbush is just something that cannot be evaluated. There's no measure for that kind of presence which he adds to the Agra de Pirka.
An 85 Kenahara, year-old Kolo younger man who comes for a couple of hours, no matter what thick or thin outside, snow, sleet or rain, doesn't stop him.
I want to thank my dear precious children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren for the continued support and encouragement. There are no words to express my deep, heartfelt thanks and appreciation to my life's partner, my dear wife, who continues to support and encourage my new life, as I call her, a younger man. Thank you, Clara, for all you do for me and the help you have of Hashem.
Bezos Hashem Yisbarach, he should be zoicha to have tremendous hatzlocha and nachas and gesund. He, and together with his Eishes Chayil, he deserves every honor in the world.
I came to Lakewood about 1957. That's the first time I came to Lakewood. And actually I came here to learn the yeshiva under Baron Kotler. The best years of our lives was Lakewood, no question about it. Being under Rosh Yeshiva of Baron Kotler, couldn't ask for anything better. Afterwards we moved to New York. After my sort of semi-retired, we moved back to Lakewood with many of my colleagues, which we were together in Lakewood 50 years ago.
Came back to Lakewood, and he's very integral part of the shir. He sits right next to me with Dafka.
Baruch Hashem, I found a place where I can spend 2-3 hours from Agra to Pirka.
If you know the Ava that his Chaverim have for him, that is an uptouch of what a type of person he is. Just observing him and watching the Liebschaft that his friends have for him explains of what a real Torah person Reb Zundel is.
He mentioned to me, he says, I'm thinking back, he says, it's so geschmack here in Lakewood. Basically, he says, I don't really chap what I was doing 50 years in Borough Park. I should have been here all the time.
I benefited a lot from it. Having hearing shiurim from Rabbi Moshe Eckstein, daily shiurim brachas, learning be'iyun.
That Zundel is always with a shmeichel, a guter mensch, a leif toiv, a talmid chacham. Basically, he's ish hashkoyus, he has it all.
I saw an ad a while back, something about extra time to learn after davening. I have a shir before davening, and then I daven, and then I go home. And I tried it, and I saw Rav Scheinberg's phenomenal, I think. So it pushed me to come, because if you enjoy it, you come.
Besides being a loyal member who comes every single day and comes to the shir and is involved in the shir and takes part in the shir, he's brought many other people to the shir throughout the years.
He's an idle mensch, and you see that the fact that he's a businessman, he goes into his business, and yet he gives away his morning for Torah, to be koina, a chaylik in the Torah.
Well, Mrs. say that it depends if somebody falls into a hole, it depends how he falls. If he falls with his head, he's dead. If he falls with his feet, you can still repair it. So the same thing is Torah. If you go in with your head to work, then you never get out. If you come with your feet only and your head is still back into this, your whole day has a different aspect in life.
He's an avid, active businessman who has a full life, and he comes in, takes an hour of his schedule every single day, Monday through Thursday, to enjoy the shir, and then runs out to do his business. That is the classical person for Agra de Pirka.
He does speak up a lot, and I enjoy the fact that he speaks up. It livens up the shir.
It's a gewaltige chshivas that such a person is honored because he's Odom HaShulam, Chesed, Yerushalayim, and Torah.
Hi, my name is Avi Tepfer.
Elchanan Eisner.
Abraham Kesherim.
Professor Yitzhak Klar. My name is Elchanan Sklar.
have here a very heterogeneous group from many backgrounds, spanning the entire spectrum of former vocations and former Jewish educational backgrounds.
Agra de Pirka is intended for every size and every stripe, every segment of our community.
About 2 years ago, I started attending the kollel. It happened to be after I had a very serious operation. I wasn't up to working, and I was able to muster enough strength to come to 2 shiurim a morning.
A semi-retirement for me was a new phase in my life. I was used to being active an entire day.
I have been a benefactor of it from Brooklyn as well as Lakewood.
This has been a life-changing experience for me and for a lot of people here.
The program of Agra de Pirka is very, very effective.
I'm here to work. I'm here to make up for a lifetime of having to work and not having the opportunity to learn kollel, and here I am.
Without the shiurim, without the Torah, without the chevra, the recovery period would have been much longer.
The Agra de Pirka was a huge step towards happiness in this phase of my life.
There's always much room for growing, and there could be many more people attending, and we could accommodate them in a very nice way.
I feel that there's room for more people to join, and they'll, like I say, they'll never have charata that they join.
Encourage whoever is in the neighborhood, even it's a little bit further, but they have the time, they can come, they should come and enjoy the day with shiurim.
Everybody is invited to please come and participate, enjoy the shir. It's a geschmacka shir.
Whoever has the opportunity, I greatly encourage, please attend. There's plenty of room, and there's plenty of cake and coffee too.
It's a program whose time has come, and it's a program that will Be'ez Hashem grow and grow and grow. Ad Bias Gal Tzedek.